The FBI has taken down mob bosses, tracked cybercriminals across the globe, and brought some of the world's most dangerous fugitives to justice. But in 1971, one mystery left them completely stumped. A man hijacked a plane, demanded $200,000 in cash, and then, mid-flight, vanished into the night sky. No trace, no body, no confirmed identity. To this day, it's the only unsolved skyjacking in U.S. history. This is the jaw-dropping true story of D.B. Cooper, the man who pulled off the greatest disappearing act of all time. Let's take it from the top. It was the day before Thanksgiving, 1971. While most Americans were stuffing turkeys, a man named Dan Cooper walked into Portland Airport wearing a suit and tie. Calm, polite, carrying nothing but a briefcase. He bought a one-way ticket, paid in cash, and boarded Northwest Orient Flight 305, bound for Seattle. Once seated, he ordered a bourbon and soda. Totally normal. Until he handed the flight attendant, Florence Schaffner, a note. She assumed it was just another phone number from a tipsy businessman and pocketed it. Then he leaned in and said something that would change aviation history. "Miss, you'd better read that note. I have a bomb." Inside his briefcase, 8 red cylinders wired together with a battery attached. It looked real enough, and Florence wasn't about to take chances. Cooper made 3 simple demands: $200,000 in cash, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck waiting in Seattle. As the plane circled for 2 hours, the FBI scrambled to gather everything he asked for. Cooper stayed cool, calm, even friendly. Not your typical hijacker. When the plane finally landed, he let all the passengers go. Only the pilot, co-pilot, engineer, and flight attendant Tina Mucklow stayed on board. Then came the twist. He ordered the plane to take off again, this time toward Mexico City. But with some very specific instructions: fly low, fly slow, keep the landing gear down, and depressurize the cabin. Weird requests. Not if you're planning to jump out mid-flight. At exactly 8:13 p.m., the rear staircase was lowered. The aircraft's tail shifted violently upward. Someone had just jumped, and just like that, Dan Cooper disappeared. When the plane landed in Reno, the FBI found nothing but a tie clip, cigarette butts, 2 parachutes, and a pile of unmatched fingerprints. No sign of Cooper. No parachute, no body, no money, nothing. The world's most legendary mystery was born. Military jets secretly followed the flight, but it was too dark and cloudy to spot anything. The FBI couldn't pinpoint where he landed, but they searched forests, lakes, mountains, even underwater. Still, nothing. Until 1980, when 8-year-old Brian Ingram found 3 bundles of decaying $20 bills buried in the sand along the Columbia River. Serial numbers matched the ransom. It was Cooper's money. But how did it end up there? Did he bury it? Did it fall mid-jump? Was it a decoy? No one knows. One thing's for sure, Cooper wasn't just winging it. He picked the Boeing 727-100 for a reason. It was one of the only commercial planes where the rear stairs could be lowered mid-flight. He knew the flap settings. He knew the speed. He knew not to use military parachutes, so the FBI wouldn't sabotage them. He even asked for 4 parachutes, likely so authorities would think he planned to take hostages, making it riskier to tamper with the gear. This wasn't random. It was the perfect crime. The FBI searched for decades. Over 800 suspects. Thousands of hours. Nothing stuck. In 2016, they officially closed the case. Cooper, if still alive, would be around 90 years old today. And his money? Still missing, except for that small stash found by the river. So who was he? A clever criminal? An ex-military paratrooper? A genius prankster? Or maybe just a guy with nothing to lose? Whatever the truth, D.B. Cooper became a legend, a myth in a suit, who walked onto a plane and disappeared into history. If you like this mystery and want more stories like it, hit that like button, subscribe to Facts by Michael, and let me know in the comments, did D.B. Cooper survive, or is he just a ghost story we love to believe?